Hey guys, this is Dwight here with Retro Crypto. Got another video for you today. This one's a pretty exciting video. Got a bit of good news, a lot going on in the crypto world. But before we get started, gotta do this disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just another guy out there on the internet who has a passion for cryptocurrency. It is essential that any financial decisions that you make on your own, and that you do your own research before you make any decisions in the crypto world. Now, with that said, do me a favor. Put your hand on your mouse. I need you to click on that like button. It helps me out so much with YouTube. It'll help my channel grow quickly. All right, now that you've done that, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Yep, if you subscribe, you will be notified whenever a new video is uploaded by me, and YouTube will also send my channel more traffic, and we can all grow together. All right. Now, with that said, let's take a look at these crypto bubbles today. Let's see what the market's looking like. Where's my HEX? There we go. HEX up 5.4%. By the way, it's December 29th at 6:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see, HEX is up 5.4%. Rose is up 9.8%. I kind of wish I held on to this one. Let's see, Sushi up 8.3%. Is that BitTorrent? 5.1%. BitTorrent was kind of very active in that last run up. Might want to keep an eye on that one. Where we go? Oh, Fantom. Yep, Fantom up 4.9%. And this looks like the market's just a blah day. Nothing special, nothing bad. But that's to be expected because the new year is just, 3 days away, 2 days away. And what a lot of people are going to do is they're going to be they're going to, any cryptos that, or stocks really, that you purchased that didn't perform as well as you thought they were going to. A lot of people are going to take the loss so that they could pull back some of their capital gains. Actually, I need to do that today. I got to make a list of some cryptocurrencies I want to sell personally. Um, that's something that you may want to take a look at if you haven't done it yet. But to each their own. All right, now this video today will be a lot about, well, not a lot, but a decent amount about PulseX. I'm very interested in PulseX, Pulse Chain, the video that was done yesterday by Richard Hart. I want to talk about Cardano, of course. Want to talk about Fantom a little bit. Want to talk about Avalanche a little bit. Got a lot today I want to talk about. Let me stop. Ooh, I keep pulling to the camera. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, it's early here. I'm up way earlier than usual. I'm pretty excited, to tell you the truth, guys. All right, let's start with this Twitter right here. Yesterday, Richard Hart, he did an interview with what is his name? Meet Kevin. And at the bottom of the screen, it had this. It just said this: PulseX.com sacrifice phase starts in a few days. Now that was yesterday, which would have been the 28th. A few days sounds like the 31st. He said he wanted PulseX to sacrifice to take place before the end of the year. So it looks like we're going to do it on January 31st, guys. Um, Exciting news. I have not decided how much I'm going to sacrifice because I went into Pulse Chain like a bull. And when I say like a man, I just might be a whale one day. So I'm not. I'm going to put some up for PulseX, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going into PulseX really heavily because they failed um, to sacrifice to Pulse Chain. As you know, because they were skeptical, and I don't blame them. You should always be. I went super aggressive. It was like in July, the money was rolling, so I went for it. But I I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but this is going to be huge. PulseX, because that's just one step closer to the mainnet. Now, he also mentioned during the video that the mainnet was going to take place in about 2 months, which was really important news. I'm going to take a sip of coffee here. Because the mainnet, he said that'll be about 2 months out. So that's going to put us at March. So I feel like mainnet's going to be running out in spring, guys. And it almost feels like it's going to be a year exactly the way we're heading. But from when he originally announced it, I'm almost wanting to backtrack through some of his videos. But that was like super good news. I was not really overly impressed with the. I was and I wasn't with Meet Kevin. Now, I didn't realize how sharp Meet Kevin was or how big his channel was until yesterday. Um, Richard Hart didn't seem to be offended by his questions until at one point, but I wasn't really, I couldn't really get a feel. It felt like me, Kevin, was going more down the line of trying to say it was a scam, which I truly believe it's not, but I'm not sure. Um, I don't know, guys. Why don't you leave a comments? Let me know what you think. Did you think that video yesterday was positive or negative? I couldn't decide. I'm still staring at my screen right now. I can't decide. So leave a comment. Let me know. Was that interview positive for Pulse and Hex, or do you think that it kind of gave a negative overtone? I will say that to see Richard impressed with somebody else's intellect was pretty impressive. So I'm going to start watching me, Kevin. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, let's go to this here. All right, now right here we have the chart for today that I did. And if you see right here, the 20-day moving average is dipping beneath the 50-day, and it dipped beneath the 100-day. So it's definitely showing bearish trends right now, but it's that time of year. So Hex is definitely making a little bit of a pullback. Not significant, but it's not even really doing a pullback, but it's something to be aware of. Okay. Now, if it dips underneath this 200-day moving average, yes, it's going to be a pullback, a significant pullback. You see on a MACD, so right now I'm seeing two separate things. So the MACD actually has it going a little bit bullish because it just crossed over. The buys have just crossed over. So I don't know. It's going to be hard to call this one, but just keep a close eye on it. It is the end of the year, so you know. Now, and the RSI is showing mid range. Yeah, I really can't decide what it's about to do. The RSI is right in the middle, dead smack in the middle. I don't think the market's decided yet. I think the market's waiting for the PulseX sacrifice. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a run up, but this mainnet, I am tired of waiting for this mainnet, and I think a lot of people are starting to get tired of waiting for it. But Richard Hart always pulls. What does he always say? I don't know. Be patient, basically. You know what I mean? I forgot how he says it. Delayed gratification. I said delayed gratification. All right. So right here we have. I drew a horizontal bar to the resistance line here, the last really good point of resistance of where we're at right now, and if we could break past this, we could really. This will be the next one I would say right up here at like 38 cents, about 39, 38 cents range. So we got to break past this resistance because it looks like we went up, we bumped it, and then we came back down. We got to break that resistance, guys. But yeah, so Hex is really it's kind of obvious. It's just floating along. It's kind of hard to tell what it's about to do. All right. During that video with Richard Hart yesterday, this is not a PulseX website. This is what he considers a scam. Ignore it. This is not PulseX. I think this is the .io. This has nothing to do with Richard Hart. Now, PulseX.com is part of Pulse, which there's nothing on here. And to be 100% honest and forthcoming, I've always felt like this Pulse Chain site should be updated. I don't know why. I get the thought that it's much bigger than a website, but I mean, I have limited abilities with websites, and I think I could take this one on. But yes, I really think they need to update this. All right, let's jump forward here. Now we're going to talk a little bit of Cardano, guys. They had a good week. It came up, nice little come up this week. Let's see, right here on, what date we have here, December 21st. You'll see right here, December 21st, we were at $1.25. And we came all the way up to, of course, that's in a way. We came all the way up to $1.58 on December 27th. Right now we're in the middle of a little bit of a pullback, but the whole market's kind of slowing down a little bit because there's a lot of people selling just to offset their capital gains or to take their profits during the year 2021, which I need to take that into consideration myself. But you'll see here that I drew a little wedge here, and we're coming right to the point of this wedge. So we got to decide if it's going to go up or go down. I am predicting it's going to be taking a little bit, it's going to be pulling back more. Why? Because you see right here, this moving average, the 20-day moving average is dipping beneath the 50-day moving average. Also, the RSI is on the underbought side. Also, the MACD just went bearish. So I really feel that Cardano's going to be doing a little bit of a pullback. When it gets into this wedge, it's got to come to a decision point soon, but I'm thinking it's going to drop down. All right. Now, the good news for Cardano is that SundaeSwap has, on a tweet 18 hours ago, it says, today we are pleased to announce the audit completion of SundaeSwap protocol. So the audit's now complete. So SundaeSwap is ready to roll. Where is it at? A lot of people waiting for it. I'm staked. I'm actually staked on, what's it, Crypto Capital Ventures. I'm ready to go. And remember, if you stake on, if you select the correct staking pool, you will still receive your Cardano ADA staking rewards, and you're going to be rewarded with SundaeSwap. And there's a video that covers it further back. All you got to do is go through my playlist. Now, here's a little article. I wanted to read this off real fast, very quickly. A runtime verification completes audit of SundaeSwap contracts. SundaeSwap Labs Inc. is pleased to announce the runtime verification RV has finished its security audit of SundaeSwap protocol. All issues that were identified by the audit have been resolved to the satisfaction of the auditor's validation process. RV will publish a full report detailing the findings, including a verification of all the solutions put in place to satisfy the audit requirements. We'll update that announcement as soon as a link is available to their full audit. There were no rubber stamps here, said, I can't say that name, Chief Information Officer of SundaeSwap Labs. RV's thorough process identified a number of issues that were able to be quickly resolved. The result is a DEX that is able to safely meet the needs of the Cardano DeFi community. So yeah, so SundaeSwap is ready to roll. It's just time for them to hit the button. Now, some of you may remember, it's in one of my previous videos, not too far back, Ray Network. I was staking half. It was more like 2/3 I had staked to Crypto Capital Ventures to be prepared for whatever SundaeSwap's ready. And then I had 1/3 being staked to Ray Network, and I was receiving X-ray tokens from them because they are also doing a IDO where you'll be rewarded with their tokens. Today, just now actually, I should have did it yesterday. I'm all in on SundaeSwap, so I'm no longer staking for Ray Network, and I'm all in on SundaeSwap, and I may go back to Ray Network because I did quite well with that actually. But yeah, all in. Yeah, get ready for SundaeSwap. Unfortunately, that means 1/3 of my 88 tokens will be a little late to arrive. So hopefully SundaeSwap drags their feet for 2 weeks because I won't be ready to rock until January 15th epoch. But I think it was a good play. All right, let's keep it rolling. All right, what do we got here? This was huge. Charles Hoskinson, this is Cardano's roadmap for 2022. All right, Charles Hoskinson did an AMA earlier this week. I really suggest you start watching his AMAs on YouTube. Don't watch the scams, only watch the real ones from him. And he's also on Twitter. This is what sold me on. He's watching his AMAs is what sold me on Cardano because he really speaks from the heart, and you can tell. All right, Charles Hoskinson, this is the Cardano roadmap for 2022. All right, I'm just going to jump around in this article. He mentioned a non-fungible token NFT resolution, the decentralized finance DeFi boom, and how hackers are targeting DeFi projects, leading to a loss of over $10.5 billion in 2021 alone. Man, people are just thieves. It is what it is. All right, Hoskinson noted that over 200 million assets have been issued on Cardano, most of it being NFTs. He added that more than 127 projects are currently writing code to build decentralized applications, dApps, on the network. with about 20 to 30 in the pipeline to launch within the next 3 months. So, for some reason, I'm really suspecting this spring is going to be like an explosion. Boom! And then we're going to hit the all-time high, and then boom, the economy is going to fail. Got this strong suspicion. I have nothing to base it on. I'm not an economist. I'm just a guy out there that likes reading articles, look at the news. But when all these projects hit the market all at once in about 3 months, it's gonna be springtime. It's gonna be right at March. It's right about when Hex wants to do his. Richard Hurt wants. It's kind of obvious, guys. All right, but I'm not. I don't have a crystal ball. I have the Death Star behind me, but that's it. I don't have no crystal ball. All right. Well, maybe this mic right here is my crystal ball. Anyway, all right. Next thing, next year, what's going to happen is that a formal open source project structure is going to be formed, kind of like Hyperledger to Linux. We're going to see many institutions wired in, and all the people that are currently working on it will be novated over, including me, he explained. Novated. I don't even know what that means, because I feel really stupid. I don't want to look it up right now. Somebody leave a comment. What does novated mean? I feel like an idiot, but it is what it is. I'm an honest guy. All right. And probably African nations. Africa has always been part of Cardano's strategy, and next year the project looks to expand its footprints in the continent. My goal, this is his words, my goal for the second half of 2022 is to figure out how to put all the pieces together to get an end-to-end microfinance transition on Cardano. So that real person in Kenya or somewhere with a blockchain-based identity and credit score, stablecoin. On the other side, Cardano is the settlement rail. Peer-to-peer, person-to-person, click a button, loan goes to them. They pay it back, and it goes to the other side, he said. It's pretty impressive, actually, because, as we know, a lot of the world is unbanked. So what he's really trying to do is he's trying to bring the financial world to Africa, which is a huge continent, and some of it is very developed, some of it is not. Early this year, Cardano inked a partnership deal with Tanzania to give residents access to social, digital identity, and financial empowerment. In August, IOHK partnered with the European Business University of Luxembourg to provide more educational options to students in African nations. So, and Charles has been talking about this for years now, and one of his main goals was to focus on the African continent. It's the quickest growing financial hub in the world, which is Africa, which is a huge continent, but it's gonna be cool, guys. This is huge, and it's really neat to watch things coming to fruition because I've watched them talk about it for years, and it's happening. World Mobile Token is a major player. Do not sleep on World Mobile Token. Don't get mad at me. I told you. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is this article here for Fantom. Fantom surges as investors search for a next layer bet. Tokens of Layer 1 blockchain Fantom were among the few positive gainers in large cap cryptocurrencies on Wednesday amid a slide in the broader market. FTM prices have advanced 9% in the past 24 hours, even as Bitcoin, Ether, and other declined as much as 7%. Data from analytics tool Masari showed the Fantom tokens bounced from the $2 level on Tuesday morning to gain 30 cents on Wednesday. Layer 1 blockchains refer to individual blockchain platforms such as Ethereum or Avalanche or Cardano. Layer 2 networks are built on top of one of the Layer 1 blockchains. Prices are up nearly 77% in the last 2 weeks, data from CoinGecko show. The surge follows rising interest for Layer 1 blockchains built as Ethereum alternatives. Ethereum is killing everybody, and this is where Pulse Chain is going to come into play. I can't do transactions that I need to do because their fees are astronomical. It's absolutely ridiculous. $200 to transfer $200. I mean, really? Ethereum has been criticized for slow transaction times and fees that can reach as high as $100. $100. I saw $300 the other day. Doing busy periods make it unusable network for the average everyday user. This has led to increased interest in alternatives such as Avalanche and Fantom. that spurred gains in the prices of their native tokens and in the amount of value locked on decentralized finance DeFi applications. DeFi products rely on smart contracts instead of third parties who refer financial services to users. Yep, it's happening, guys. People are trying to get away from it. All these projects are going to start building in other layer one blockchains because Ethereum's just too expensive to use. HEX, Pulse Chain's going to be a layer one. Cardano's layer one. Polkadot's going to be a layer one. The list is really long, guys. And Ethereum, I think they're always going to be around. They may even end up being more of a store of wealth. I don't know. They're just not usable, guys. All right, here we go. Let's jump forward here. No need to keep talking about Ethereum. Everybody knows. But remember this, guys. If you're around in the 90s, remember AOL? Who would have ever thought the AOL would be what it is now, which is next to nothing? So keep that in mind when it comes to Ethereum. Times can change quickly, very quickly. Google just came out of nowhere and it's knocked them right out of the water. All right, so let's see here. We got Fantom. You can see they're just kind of floating around this line of resistance here. So once it passes this, it can make a jump up to about 265. But right now, they're just floating around this line of resistance right now. Broke it, but it looks like it's slipping back underneath it again. So it's kind of doing the same thing, very similar to the other chart I just showed you. Also, the 20-day moving average is dipping beneath the 50-day moving average. So RSI is very right in the middle. It's kind of dead in the water. I will say the MACD is on the bullish side, but it looks like it's starting to arch down. So everything's coming. Everything's going to crawl. Look, I did this. I don't know why I did this. Like my mouse. But yeah, everything's going to crawl into the new year and then take back off again. Stock market's the exact same way. All right, now Avalanche. Let's see how Avalanche is looking the same way. Actually, Avalanche is looking substantially worse because it's approaching that 200-day moving average. So once this 20 drops, I believe that's a death cross. You don't want that, and it's about to. MACD, it's in the bears. RSI, undersold. Yeah, so Avalanche, it did recently have a huge spike up though too. So this is just a healthy pullback and people taking profits in this year more than likely. Now the more I think about it, because look at this here, it jumped up from 78, went to 106. There's a heck of a spike, guys. Back here, what date was this? This was October 12th. When did it have the recent jump? I know you guys know. I think it jumped right about 75, yeah. So it jumped around, December 14th. So you got people taking their profits. That's all it is. The project's still a good project, and it's a solid project. All right, let's keep moving it. It's going to be too long here. All right. This news article I found very interesting. Iran banning crypto mining until March 6th to save power. Let's see here. The move will free up 209 megawatts of power for use by country's households, according to Mustafa Rabi Mashidi, the director of state-run Iran Grid Management, who was interviewed by State TV. The government is also cracking down on illegal crypto mining by both individuals, larger operators. Mashidi said nothing that those groups consume more than 600 megawatts of electricity. So Iran definitely doesn't have a problem with cryptocurrency. It just has issues with the amount of power it's using. And I bet you a lot of that's going into Ethereum and Bitcoin. All right. Because the other ones have, the newer blockchains, guys, consume much less energy than the originals. That's why. Oops. Ozzy Osbourne. I think this guy's finally starting to grow up. I was thinking that earlier. You may think it's inappropriate. I don't care. It's just funny to me. He's actually a pretty cool dude. He was one of the first people, big name people, to embrace cryptocurrencies that I was familiar with. Because with Cardano, he actually embraced Cardano like 2 years ago, and it was awesome. So, yeah, Ozzy's going to be releasing a NFT collection, and he thinks people are going to be into it, and he's probably right because this guy is still a star, to say the least. But it's awesome. But yeah, this is it for today's video. By the way, guys, I'm also going to be doing videos on TikTok now, so make sure you subscribe to the TikTok channel in the discussion area. I mean, yeah, not discussion, description area. Now, speaking of discussion, why don't you guys leave comments, leave questions, leave suggestions? I appreciate it. I will do my best to respond in a timely manner. And while you're at it, make sure you like the video. It helps me out so much. And to subscribe. And until next time, stay happy, stay blessed, and most of all, stay profitable. All right, guys.